First things first, you go to your Play Store or App Store, and then you're gonna search up Adobe Draw. So it's called Adobe Draw, Adobe Illustrator, whatever it's called, Adobe Draw, and you click it. Then you download it. Of course, you have to download the app. Um, you can use there's Adobe Draw and Adobe Sketch. I think Adobe Sketch is like different than Adobe Draw, but it has the same like project and layer. It just has different brushes. But this, but okay, now we open the app. We go to our app and open it. So open it. You have to make an account or you can sign in. I'm gonna sign in because I already have an account. You can make an account for Adobe Draw. And this is how it looks, start a new drawing and everything. Your projects might appear if you already have the app or have an account. Your projects might appear. They don't delete. And right here you can see people's cartoons and everything on, you can see people's stuff. Then settings, this is my account and everything, all the info. And then about draw, you could like just read more stuff, extra stuff. Preferences is where I turn on my touches, the orange touches. It says orange show touches. I just turn them on right now. They're on. Turn them off. They're off. Turn them on. They're on. Um, just more stuff, extra stuff and everything. So if we go to work and press the plus sign, you can pick different formats and everything, like iPad and all that stuff. But I go to digital illustration and then I go all the way to the bottom and I go to original draw canvas. Um, it might say you want a tour or whatever. I press X6. I don't already know how to use it. It has all these different brushes and everything. The first brush, second brush, the third brush, and the fourth brush, and the fifth brush. And then it also has the eraser. That's the last brush, the eraser. You can move it and everything. Um, then it has like up here it has like you could delete it, like you can undo it if you just messed up. And right here by the triangle and circle has a circle, has like different shapes and all that you could put in your cartoon. The layers you could like make them disappear. This is like you could save your project image, you could save it there. If you press image, you could save it and all that. Time lapse like makes the video go faster, like you record it basically. And it has all the settings and everything. Then it just disappears everything basically. And the first brush I use that for like shading, blending eyes and all that. And it's like kind of like straight basically. See, it's like that. Just play around with the app and you probably know. But like if I make an S, then you could like lower your brush size to make it smaller. See, it's smaller. You can make it bigger and smaller. You can lower your opacity, like make it lighter basically. So that's dark. And then I'll make it lighter. I'll make it lighter just by lowering the opacity. Alright. So if I go to color, I can change the color light or whatever, white and everything. Or I can just move it around and pick a color. If I go across the three lines, you can move like the settings if you want, but I don't move that, nothing. The only thing I touch is pressure dynamics. I turn that off. If you turn on pressure dynamics, it makes like, for example, it's right now pressure dynamics is on. Right now it's off, on. If I press soft, it's like just a normal line. If I press hard, it will get like thick. So now let's do, if we turn the pressure dynamics off, If you press soft, it's the same. If you press hard, it's the same. So I recommend turning that off. Only some devices have them, not all devices. I think it's on like the big device with a big screen or whatever. And you can press that to undo it, like the little to go back. You can press it, or you could go back. Swipe to the right to get it back. Press to the left to undo it. You know, just put your two fingers and swipe to the left. You could delete it or whatever. Now this brush I use to outline and all that. You know, it's kind of like curvy basically and all that. I like this brush because it makes the lines look better and straight. And then I turn my pressure dynamics off. I already know about that. And then this brush too, you can play with it. This is kind of like the same brush too, just like different, you know. And then last the eraser, just erase everything. Um, if you press the layers, you can make it appear or disappear. If you press the layer, you can like lower the opacity of the layer, so you cannot see nothing. For example, if I color this on my first layer, if I lower the opacity, it disappears, kind of like, you know. Now you can change like all that stuff. Then if I press transform, you could fix it how you want to, zoom it in, zoom it out, and all that. Then you can press done when you're done. Then press again, and then you can press duplicate. It means like you can add two pictures that are the same, so you don't have to redo it. So I press the second one that I just added, duplicate. You know, you have two now. Now you don't have to redo it again or do it again or whatever. So if I press the plus sign, you have the option for draw layer and image layer. If you press draw layer, it will give you another layer you can like, you know, and image layer you can put on my iPhone and all that stuff. So if I put like image layer, and if I press from market, you could like different backgrounds to your cartoon and all that or whatever. If I press image layer and on my iPhone, that's where you import your pictures so you can start your cartoon. So if I want to import this picture, you can zoom it in, zoom it out. I zoom mine like out and whatever, so my brush can be tiny or whatever. You can press done. You can colorize it, and it will add a new layer automatically. Adding a new layer will make you like, if you messed up on something, you don't have to redo it again. Like now, okay, now let's draw a circle. To add color, you press and hold, and it will add color automatically, like, you know. Now, if I'm drawing a circle over here and I forget to fully connect it, it will not add color because it's a gap. You see that big gap right there? It has to be connected for you to add color. So, you know, make sure you connect your lines, no gaps, no nothing. You know, what's next? And if you press the shapes and you press circle, you can just press and hold. Well, you can change the color, and when you pick your color, you can press done, and you can press and hold the circle, and it will add a color to a circle. It will make your circle for you. If you press color, you know, if you press, you can, this will appear and all that. If you press color, you can make it dark over here. So if I make it dark, I make my opacity low. I'm like shade or whatever. But first I need a new layer, just in case I don't get messed up and all that. It's good to have different layers because if you mess up, you don't have to reset the whole project. So make sure you have like different layers for shading and all that. You know, right now I'm shading on a different layer because if I messed up and if it looks ugly, you know, I don't want that to happen. Then if I press color, I can make it lighter so I can shade lighter in the center of the circle. And you can just change the opacity up and down or whatever. You know, just play around with the app and you'll get used to it. Now, if I don't like that or whatever, you know, you can undo it. Or if you don't like that, you can just press it and press delete, and it will delete the whole thing. and you can restart again, just shading, okay? What else? If you press, like, you can press triangles and all that, and that, all that cool stuff on this app. There's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of features, a lot of everything, you know? Just play around with the app and everything, and you have it. And also, when you're done with your cartoon and everything, make sure, like, to screenshot your picture and all that, you know? So if I get a different layer, I'm gonna teach you how to do, like, eyebrows, okay? I mean, not eyebrows, eyelashes. I use this brush for eyelashes, and I move my color to black, because, you know, to black. So what I do is just that, um, I create, it's kind of like a half view, kind of. It's kind of like a half view. It's like, oh, I have to make sure I like my, you know, my brush size and all that. So if I create, it's like kind of like a U, but not like a U, but like it's kind of like a half U, like they cut it. You see how I do it? It's kind of like almost drawing a circle, but not almost, just kind of like half a circle, basically. You know, I do my eyelashes from small to big, big, small, big, small. Then I add like little tiny hairs in the middle sometimes and all that. But yeah, now y'all know, you guys know how to use the app now. I'll probably do in part two, like how to shade and all that cool stuff. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and follow my social media down below. So, you know, we're not done yet. But if you like your picture, you know, you could save it. You press image, you press save image. But I don't do that because your quality will be so ugly and all that. But you can screenshot it and your quality will be perfect.